What up, YouTube? Dead Draw here. We're just heading home from a local tournament. We think there's 21 people only, but it was some really good decks. There was Mermails and Hazy Beasts, and Windups and Zectors, everything like pretty good. So I mean, all the meta was there. A really nasty Dark World deck too. Me and my buddy Roxas DC here. We ended up doing it pretty well. I went in to top 8 with 3-2 record. I dropped my first game. I think it was my second match against Dark Worlds. They just obliterated me. Couldn't do anything about it. Then I dropped my fourth match against Hazy Beast. No, my last match was my fifth match. Sorry, it was against Hazy Beasts. I just didn't get the cards I needed. I was playing a Malefic Skill Drain deck. I just didn't get the cards that I needed to, do well. So that's what happened with me. I think you want to take this exit, right?
This one?
Not this one, but
This one?
the one that's gonna bring us back around that way. Sorry, guys. Dallas or Roxas DC. Getting used to it. He went 4-1 actually. Pretty awesome. He was playing a Light Swarm Light Raid deck, nicknamed Lights Out. Awesome. And we had lots of fun. So me and him both got top 8. I'm gonna talk about my top 8 experience, but I'm just gonna first let Dallas, Roxas DC, talk about his matches first. So tell me about the 4 matches. Like, what was your hardest matchup today?
Well, I guess the hardest one would be the one that I got beat in, Hazy Beast.
Yeah.
I had nothing sided for it, and he just overwhelmed me, and I couldn't get no mills because he got Strike Bouncer out on me like as soon as possible. So little to no mills, and just a couple misplays on my part. Not to take away from him, he was a good guy, good duelist, and I'd love to duel him again. And so that was my hardest matchup.
Yeah, we actually lost. That was the same guy. He took one match from me too. So keep going.
One of the easiest matchups was, I guess, as you're starting, you're going against these people, and it does get harder as you go. So it was kind of intimidating to go against a guy who was 4-0 when I was 3-1. But I ended up beating him, so he was 4-1 and I became 4-1. And it was really funny.
What deck was it?
Oh, that was Dragoonides.
Okay.
He got super cocky, went all out. He had 2 Synchros, 2 Xyz, and 1 Metal Dragon.
Yeah, he had Stardust out, I believe, of his Variana?
Yeah. He had... What else did he have?
He had Autumn out. And a Gaia.
Crimson Blader and Gaia.
And Gaia.
3 Synchros, 1 Xyz, and the Dragon.
Yeah.
And he had Scrap Dragon in his extra, but I don't know why he chose Crimson over that. I think he just thought it was a Raikou.
Or Stardust even. Like, I'm just going to step in for a second here.
Yeah.
Like, you were at 23?
Yeah.
24. 23 or 24. And he could have just got Scrap Dragon and had destroyed his monsters, tacked over, and he would have won. But he just got really greedy and summoned everything he could and got a Stardust out. He's like thinking it was like a Raikou, but it's like, well, would have mattered if it was Raikou if he got Scrap Dragon to destroy it? No. So he just really played like a bad play. So Morphing Jag, you want to keep going?
So he attacked with, I forget, but he attacked into my Morphing Jar number 2. Yeah, Gaia. So I took some piercing damage. Got down to barely anything. I couldn't Judgment Dragon no more because my lights weren't. But it returned all of his cards to the extra and his dragon back to deck. And he got didn't get no searches or whatever because it's for every card returned to the main deck. So the 4 Xyz were out. And the dragon was too high level, his Red Eyes Metal Dragon. So he went from a full field to 0 with no cards in hand, no cards on field except Ravine. And I had Light Ray Daedalus and Lila in case something happened. But I attacked both. Lila, his Dragon Ravine,
Yeah.
And pretty much game from there. And then third time came around, he got greedy again, but this time it was Daedalus doing all the work. So,
yeah. When you hit him with that morphing jar number 2, you sided that in, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I kind of laughed at how hard this kid actually like hits his head on the table, like super hard, and like wow, that like it probably would hurt. He was really mad. He was really nice. He's a nice guy, but you know, it just happened to be he just missed. Like he could have just gone for scrap and won. Really, scrap's any number of monsters. It really doesn't matter. Yeah, it's any number, I believe.
So yeah, and then third game, Daedalus did all the work and got greedy again and destroyed all of his field. He was down to 0 when I had 2 Daedalus out eventually, and good game from there.
Yeah. I end up going into top 8, so I'm kind of excited. I haven't topped since 2 tournaments. I got to test out this deck and make some edits to it now. And so I end up topping 8 with 3 and 2, which is like, okay, that's awesome. I'm lucky I got 3 and 2. First matchup, I get matched up against the same guy Dallas was just playing with, the Dragunities. First game, I was able to get 2 Gagilitrons out. Got Necker Valley and Skills Rain on the field. He couldn't really do anything. So, like, it was GG. And like I knew he was coming in off a loss. And when you just lost, like it doesn't matter how good your record is. It's a loss, and it really changes the way you think about the game. So I knew he was coming in off a loss. And game 2, he went first. He put no monsters down. He went first. Yeah, he didn't put any monsters down, and I OTK'd him. I got a good hand. No, it was like third turn I OTK'd. He's had Morphing Jar out. I ended up getting 2 Gagilitrons, and then my third turn I summon a Malefic Stardust Dragon. I Xy'd for Heretic Sun Dragon. I think it's Sun Dragon. Yeah. I'm able to destroy one of his back rows. I have 2 bribes set. I have Gagilitron out. I have Heretic Sun Dragon, and then I'm Morphing Jar. I pick up a Gear Town and a Necker Valley, play Gear Town set, bring out my Gear Town, which brings out my Gagilitron from my graveyard. So I was able to hit him for 9k. No matter what traps he had, it was GG because I had 2 bribes. I mean, GG. It was just a really good OTK, and I was really happy with that. Top 4 match. I got really upset because I ended up playing the Hazy Beast deck that I had lost to before. I actually lost 2-0 to him the first round, and I mean, it just wasn't cool, you know. Like, I ended up just being able to skill drain. I sided Deep Fissure in. It just really stops those. And I sided Deep Fissure in. I got that out. I got Skills Drain out. I got Necker Valley out. He pulls. I have Gagilitron out. It's my last monster. It's like my last hope. I kind of get screwed over there. You don't know where you're going?
Oh, I got it.
Okay. I got screwed over there, and then he's just kind of top decking. He's like, oh no. He tries to play. He has a monster, but he knows Necker Valley's out. He calls it GG. One of the best. Like, that was awesome. Like, playing a deck that I lost to, being able to redeem myself and make it to the finals. Now finals. See, I just destroyed Dallas here. No, me and Dallas, since we're teammates, we just decided to split the winnings, and just take this dual home, and we want to get back on the road. We got a little bit of a drive, about an hour. And what about your finals, or your quarters and your semifinals, Dallas?
I had the Dark World Duelist, and pretty much destroyed him.
I don't know how.
He wasn't playing good moves. At one point, he almost OTK'd me with Raven and getting a bunch of strong monsters out, but I had enough Necrogardenas and defense monsters to halt it, and then after a Dark Hole and I think a Judgment Dragon, it was just a good game. And I don't know, first duel, he went first.
Did you 2-0?
Yeah, I did.
Nice.
He did this big move, but he had no hand after that. And I got 2 Daedalus out because I charged, got some good mills, and then solar recharge, got better mills, 2 daedalus, got Big Eye out, took his Grapha and Lumina they're off. So he pretty much said he was done.
It was game.
Because he had no field, no hand.
That's awesome.
And then second duel, I just Judgment Dragon beat down. So.
And you played Mermails?
Yeah, Mermail? Like Abyss.
Yeah.
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 Man, those guys are tough.
Those guys are, yeah, I played a Mermail deck, and it was 2-1 for me. It was actually really, it was scary, and the guy wasn't happy. He was upset. And then he was really upset to find out that I'd lose the next game I went into, too, so. Besides that, and then your semifinals?
Yeah,
Mermails, right?
Mermail.
You 2-1?
Beat me game 1. I beat him game 2. And then game 3, we were top decking.
Yeah.
I already had Aaron and Daedalus. And then I drew Judgment Dragon, which was
GG.
live. But I didn't want to do it at the time because he had some back row. But I found out later that it was that Abyss Sphere.
Okay.
So it was kind of like a bluff. But eventually he top decked Deep Sea Diva, went into Catastor, and I was pretty sure it was GG. He attacked, but I Necro Gardened. The card I drew after Judgment Dragon was Gores. So I attributed my Aaron and my Daedalus for Gores, then special summoned.
Nice.
And then, because after so many attacks, I had only 500 life points, so he was very close to beating me. If he had Gaga Gunman or Cowboy, it would have been GG, but I ended up getting him with that lucky Gores draw. The only dark that really could have saved me at that point, so I was happy for that.
I just realized where we were. Yeah, no, that's awesome. So, what we won out of this is that we got pretty much 18 packs each. We got to pick 6 packs each, and then we split a booster box of Return of the Duelist. We got some alright stuff. I'll have a video of that. We are gonna have an unboxing video. Thanks for watching, and tune in for my other local videos. The boxing will probably, I don't know if I'm gonna put it on both accounts, but I definitely put on Dead Draw. Thanks for watching, guys.